Hello everyone and welcome to using MagicSpells to script for Minecraft roleplay servers, episode 301. If you want to use it for something other than a roleplay server, I'm not going to call the cops on you, don't you worry about that. Now, you must be wondering, but Momo, why is this episode 301 and not episode 209 or whatever in my mind? Well, the reason for that is because in the next couple of videos we're going to be looking at sort of automating our spells a little bit. In the past we've been very much looking at spell delivery, so we've been looking at how can we cast a spell and then have it sort of be cast in the way that we want it to. So we want it to be a projectile, we want it to be an area effect, etc. Now in the series here, in the 300 series, we're going to be looking at making spells that kind of think for themselves a little bit. So we're going to be looking at triggers, modifiers, variables, and it's pretty much it, I think. Oh yeah, gas mode, so that's a small thing. That is a small thing. Right, so in this very first video we'll be looking at passive spells, or you might call them triggered spells to anyone with programming background. That will already make a lot more sense. So what are we going to make for this one? We're going to make something simple, as we often do, to demonstrate this concept. As always, we start out with making a new YAML, spells, tutorial, I think it's tutorials, YAML. Let's open that up. So what we're going to be doing for the spell is we're going to be making a spell that... what shall we do? Every time you kill a cow, it drops a wooden sword. Sure, every time you kill a cow, it drops a wooden sword. That's what we're going to be doing here. First of all, we're going to need the conjure spell that actually drops the wooden sword. As always, we don't feel like we're too good for copying in other people's code. Copying in your own code is even better, but don't shy away from copying in other people's code either. So this is going to be called cowkill-conjure. As always, it doesn't need most of this stuff. Not equip. No, it's not equipment. No, ditch all of that. Very basic spell. Wooden swords item ID. I of course don't have that enabled. Okay, then we gotta look at the wiki to see what the name of wooden swords is. Minecraft wiki. Probably just like wooden underscore sword. Okay. Oh my god, I was right. It's almost as though I've been doing this longer. Now watch this not work. Must have done something wrong here. This is almost too easy. I was right. Yes. So let's take a look at if we have any specified invalid item. Okay. Specified amounts, or is it simply because I shouldn't be using namespace IDs for this? Here it is specified. No, I think I'm supposed to specify amounts. Gotta use IDs for this instead. That's difficult because I apparently don't have a mod installed that shows me that, or is that like an after? I mean, I have not enough items, so I should be able to see that. Sponsors. we'll just we'll make it something different than a wooden sword just to keep the pace of this video moving. We'll make it a torch, sure. So, apparently namespace IDs aren't going to work here. Maybe if I put Minecraft in front of it, but I'm done trying to figure that out. There we go. Now we have a cowkill-conjure that gives us a torch. If you actually wanted this to be a wooden sword, you can always figure out the item idea or figure out how to use names in this. I know you can use names of MagicSpells items. So for example, if I used open up one of our older files, if I used the name fireburst-item, it would work. In fact, let's do that. That's fun. We'll spawn in one of our old items. Not make it eggburst for reasons. Fireburst-item. Cool. So we have our spell that actually gives the item to us. Of course, that's the last thing that's actually going to happen in this chain. So we're going to be adding the passive here. Passive spells. Way at the top, of course. A wiki is your friend. Shamelessly copying somebody else's code as we do. Let's cowkill trigger or cowkill passive. Okay, now over here we have a list of triggers. As most things on the wiki though, this list of triggers isn't super accurate. There's a couple of triggers here that either they're listed on the wiki but they don't actually exist. Like I think there's like a switch game mode one. Yeah, game mode change. This doesn't actually exist as an example. It's not in the game files. I don't know why it's on the wiki. Maybe it was at one point in the game files, but it's not right now. And there's other ones where just they have the name wrong. It's like it says sheep shear, but it's shear sheep. I like to use the source code for this, and this is actually the first time I'm going to be pointing you guys towards the source code. If there's ever any doubt about what is on the wiki, then the best way to go is to just dig through the source code and make sure you've got your formatting right. I will actually post a link to this here. If you have zero familiarity with coding, then this is still something you should be able to do. Now we're looking for the kill trigger. Well, we can see here that that's just kill. Just kill, it should be kill cow. Should be explained here as well. Fires when an entity kills another. Trigger fire limits the entity list. Okay, so the second word we put here limits the entity list with entity types. And cow is a valid entity type, so this should now work. What do you mean I was why is this happening to me? You're mean. This is not even giving me a cow. Okay. You know what? Just for funsies, we're gonna make a different spell that summons a cow, because apparently our summoning spell isn't working. Or you may remember that we actually did this in the last video we made. So we're just gonna be looking at wolf spawn. Rename it cowkill. Any type. Cow. Cow kill. Oh. There we go. Now we got a cow. Now we're gonna just machine gun this cow down. And if I did everything right, and very often I do not, then we're going to be getting our wand of the fire trap. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Hey, get back here. It dropped a stick. Now I wonder what this stick is. Oh my goodness, I found the rare item, the wand of the fireburst. Pew. Whoops, I burned the rest of his loot. Okay. Well, this was very fast, so let's make another one. It's gonna end up being a very, very short video if we stick to this. What other fun triggers are on here? Ooh. A blockcoord thing, that's always funny. Let's do that. We're gonna... Can we put this down? We cannot. Drats. Make a little totem here, and when you right click it, you're gonna cursed. What we're doing, Indiana Jones thing, that's what we're doing. Block a diamond. It's like on top of a nice little pedestal. Boom. It's gonna be cursed. This is a cursed block of diamond, that's what we're making. Let's game mode 1.0 so we can actually curse ourselves. A lot of your scripts aren't actually gonna work if you're in creative mode. Specifically, people who are in creative mode cannot be targeted by stuff, so anything that requires targeting yourself isn't gonna work. So just for this one, we're gonna. Okay, so cursed idol dash passive. PR, of course, is gonna. Get in. Doing rightclickblockcoord. The proper formatting here is world XYZ. I believe my world is called build world, but let's find out. No, my world is called world. So the very first thing in there is like when you see the name world, at least what I thought was that it meant like overworld or nether. No, it means world as in your game save file. Maybe it means nether when you're in the nether, but when you're in the overworld, it wants to know your game save file. So that's the first thing in there, and then XYZ. Of course, we are Minecrafters, so we know how to find coordinates. So if we press F3, we will see -12, 5, 7, 2, 1. What's this gonna do to us? This is interesting. It's a slow time buff. We can make it give us night vision. Let's find a fun potion effect. That's hunger. Oh, wither. That's a good one. We're gonna make it potion effect 20. Let's get rid of all of that. That was invasive. Cursedidol-potion. That's going to be a new spell, and that is going to be a potion effect spell. I'm not sure if I've shown you guys potion effect spells yet, but that's what we're making. Potion effect spell. Fun. A little caveat about potion effect spells. By the way, potion effect spells cannot apply modded potion effects. So Wither should be good. Yeah, because Wither is just a base Minecraft one. But for example, the slow time I just saw you cannot apply that with a potion effect spell. So if you're going to be doing that, then you need to, for example, use an external command spell to have somebody, you know, apply it to themselves by, you know, doing /effect80 if they have CMI, and then, oh, now I have swift swimming. That's exciting. Because this potion effect spell does not use modded potion effects, so it only uses like the first 15 or 20, the one that's are just in the base Minecraft game. But if we type in Wither here, or 20, it should take either. This is gonna wither us for 10 seconds at strength, I think strength 0 is what we're doing. Now we're not making it targeted, or we're not making it ambient or hidden. We're not making it targeted. But that's a default, so we don't have to include that. I'm pretty sure strength 0 is also default. It is. There. This should already be enough. If I right click this. Oh no, oh, okay. So there's the thing. That's actually an advantage, because apparently the potion effect spell measures its potion durations in ticks, and that's nice because most external command spells measure them in seconds. So if we want to do 10 seconds, then we gotta put in 200 ticks. There's /heal. There it is. Fantastic. So we have now created this sort of cursed diamond block on top of idle, and I click. Oh no, I'm cursed because I clicked the idle. Woe is me. Help me. I'm in so much trouble. Yeah, that's just another way how you can do a little bit of automation to make spells that think for themselves. Well, we've already made 2 triggered spells now. They're quite simple ones, but let's not overcomplicate this, because this is our first travel into the realm of automated spells that think for themselves a little bit. So these were passive spells or trigger spells, whatever it is you want to call them. In the future videos, we're going to be tackling mostly modifiers and variables for those who aren't familiar with what those are. For example, a modifier, I can make it so that a spell only fires when I'm crouching, or only fires when I'm under the sun. Whereas a variable is something where, for example, with my wand of the fireburst, I can track in a number that I have this spell going. Or for example, I can track, oh, I have 3 of them going, and now something special is gonna happen. So that's gonna be the next couple of videos. Thank you all for watching, and welcome to the realm of automated magic spell script. See you next time.